I haven't properly vlogged for well over a month now. I think it's been 5 or 6 weeks, and it's been a busy few weeks for me. I've had loads of things that I've already filmed, so I've been uploading those, but they are like historical. So to get you up to date, I thought I'd give a little bit of a sit down update to catch up. I have been very busy at work. I've done like 4 night shifts or 3 night shifts most weeks, some day shifts in between, some study days in between, a conference. I went to Birmingham for a conference. I also had, I applied for 4 jobs. I interviewed for 3 more jobs. Did I interview for 3? What did I record? So I recorded the day when I interviewed at the hospital that I'm currently working at, and I didn't get that job. I recorded when I went to Yorkshire to interview for a trust up there, and I didn't get the job that I applied for, but I got a different job. I also interviewed near Leeds, and I got that job. And I interviewed at another trust near to where I currently live, and I got that job. And then I got an interview offer for another job that I withdrew from because I got the job nearer here. So I am doing a 12-month secondment as a labour suite and flow coordinator. It's not at the hospital that I currently work at, so it's going to be an interesting experience, but I am very excited for it. So that's taken up quite a lot of my time. The one time I did have 4 days off in a row, I went back to my mum's house because her dogs had puppies, so I'll put some clips in here, but they are very, very cute. I went to see them when they were 3 days old, and I think I recorded a few clips before arriving as well. Hello, so it's a long time no speak. I haven't vlogged anything for almost, I think, 3 weeks, but I have just got to Wakefield. I've got a lot to catch up on over the last 3 weeks, but I'm going to save that for a little bit and tell you about that later. I've just got to Wakefield because my mum's dogs had puppies about 4 days ago now, almost 4 days ago, and she had 3 puppies, 2 boys and a little girl. Unfortunately, the little girl was about half the size of her brothers and hasn't made it. She passed away yesterday morning. I was going to come down last night after work, but because she'd passed away and I was absolutely shattered, I decided not to. But I've come down for a little moral support because my mum and sister are obviously upset about it. They were feeding her every 2 hours and supplementing her, but yeah, she didn't quite make it, so I'm just going to go inside and meet them now. Looks like we've got the cows back. Tonight I've just got back from a day out with some work colleagues. We've had a little work social. We were supposed to be eating, but then no one was eating, so I actually left a little bit early. Well, they're probably still out. I've been back home a couple of hours now, just tidying up the house and things. But they were just going bar hopping and dancing and drinking, which obviously isn't really my cup of tea. In all honesty, it's absolutely miserable weather. It's cold, it is windy, it's rainy, so I really wanted to stay in bed and be in my pajamas, but I pushed myself and decided to be social for once and went out. So it was really nice to hang and speak to everyone on like a more chilled social basis. Everyone looked so beautiful. I was definitely underdressed, and then on the way back, because we didn't eat there, I called in at Goose Fair, which is like a festival in my city, and I ate a hot dog and a cookie and walked around the sort of areas. It's mainly like food and rides now, so nothing too exciting, and it was raining, so I didn't stay there too long, and then I got back home. That's kind of a catch up of what I've been doing, where I am, what's happening. I'm going to jump in the shower, take off my makeup, and then get an early night in bed. I have just woken up from a one-off night shift, which is very unusual for me. I usually do at least 3, but usually 4, to be honest. But yeah, just a one-off night shift. this week. I have a GP appointment, so I'm just about to head to that, but I slept. When I got to sleep, I slept great, but I didn't get to sleep till about 10:30, and then the GP called about 2:30 with an appointment time. So I've had like 4 hours of sleep. I think tonight is definitely going to be an early one. I've ordered an Amazon grocery delivery, so that should be arriving just as I get back, and then I will probably get an early night after eating. Today I am heading to Birmingham. My cousin is on the way to my house right now, and as soon as I get here we're going to change and then head off to Birmingham together. We're going to see Kane in concert, which I'm very excited for. He's one of my favourite country artists, but I don't know who the support acts are. My cousin seems to know them. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good night. I'm not too sure what we're wearing yet. She says she's going to get changed when she gets here. So I've done my hair and makeup, which actually in this light looks really nice, and my hair's behaving today, which is good. It's not like super staticky like it was the other day, despite using both a hairdryer and a straightener today. I've got my brown pants on, and then I've just popped my silk dressing gown over the top. I've got an option if we're wearing trousers, and I've got an option if we're wearing a dress, so we'll see what she's wearing. I know she's going to be in cowboy boots, which I don't have, so I'm just going to wear my Ugg boots. But yeah, she should be here any minute now. I keep waiting for her to pull in, but she's not here yet. These were some flowers that a family got me that I looked after this week, and they have truly blossomed like the last couple of days, and they are beautiful. And it is well and truly autumn here. Look at this. I do think this is really pretty. It's almost all red, and then I'm going to cut it right back again, ready for a new year. This always stays green all year round, so oh my gosh, look at all the leaves. Definitely need to do some gardening at some point soon. And it is a dress option, so we are just heading off now.
Sometimes we both wanna love, we both wanna slide, we both wanna argue until we're both right. But oh, I still got this feeling in my bones. She probably didn't hurt up, jacking up, but I tried a second to know. Boston time, that's my. And you just can't fake that, so let's change that.
So it's now a couple of days after the concert. I have so much footage, and I think it's going to be a separate concert video, but I'll put some highlights in that you've probably just seen. I didn't end up recording anything after the concert because it finished at like 10:30, and then we didn't get home till 12:05. So it was a very late night for us, but it was amazing. Kane is literally one of my favourite country singers, and he sounds just as good in real life as he does on his CDs, on his music, on his recorded albums. His two support artists were a little bit of a letdown, to be honest, but I think it's because they sang a lot of songs that no one knew. So that kind of ruined the start of the vibes. But as soon as Kane came out, it was amazing. And I cried a few times, both at my two favourite songs and when he called his wife. Their romance and relationship is just really beautiful. Anyway, I didn't record anything yesterday, but I cooked scrambled eggs and toast for me and my cousin before she left. She left quite early because she is actually going on holiday. So she needs to get back and pack and things and then get ready to go on the plane. So today is another day and I am heading to a conference today. I'm actually presenting at this conference. It's a shared governance conference, so I'm hoping it'll be quite chill. I've not done much prep for it because I already had the presentation that I did at a previous conference in August or July, I can't remember. So I've just updated it with some feedback and I'm taking like a copy of the welcome booklet that I've made so people can see it. But I'm just about to head off and hopefully it'll be a good day. So I have just got back from the conference and very thankfully it finished a half an hour early, which is always good. So I'm home before I'm officially not being paid. I am going to do some emails and of course I always do loads of work in my own time anyway. So I'm just taking some of that time back. Anyway, the presentation went well. Everyone had some really positive feedback and I've got a few emails who want it sending to them so that they can do it for their own areas. The presentations today, the other presentations that weren't mine, some of them were really interesting. Some of them were very dry, very slow and not really relevant. So it's been a mixed day, but at the very end, they gave me a little present, which I was not expecting. I was actually talking to some colleagues about the previous presentation and completely missed them saying my name, which I felt so guilty about. I did apologise. But they sent a little card and it says, "Thank you for sharing your project with us today. We know how much time and energy goes into preparing and presenting and you did it so well. Your passion and ideas really came through and it's clear how much you care about making a difference. That is exactly what shared governance is about, people working together to bring positive change. We are really glad to have you as part of this journey. With thanks, the shared governance team." And with that, I've got a few goodies which I've yet to open properly. I had a quick look inside. So I've got a little notepad, some post-it notes, the Body Shop. Oh, some Body Shop goodies. So jelly mist, essential oil blend, and another essential oil end called Breathe. And then some chocolates, a pen, a badge, and I don't know what that is. What is that? Freestyle multitasking colour shimmer. Is it eyeshadow? I'm not sure what this is. If anyone can help, if anyone knows what this is, please let me know. And a badge. What's the badge for? Ah, a little shared governance gold star. So that's nice. So I've got a couple of badges because we all got another badge as well. So yeah, I'm now going to do some meal prepping, which I'm not excited for, but I did a grocery shop and then realised I'm away this weekend, so it's all going to go out of date. So I am going to get on and meal prep before I get to bed for an early night and some Secret Life of Mormon Wives in bed. 3 hours later and I've finally finished, but I made 2 pork mince and rice type dish, chicken, carrots and mashed potato, chicken fajitas and fajita pasta. So these are all going in the freezer, but I have to go outside to put them in the garage. I am shattered. I'm heading to bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will speak to you next time. Bye.